You are now tuned into Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib.
What's good and 10 pretty people? Friday evening. My name is Khary. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and something like a showcase. Though we're going to be getting back to the showcase shit in March when we get back on our regular YouTube channel and shit. They still got me in YouTube jail. Not March, May. I said March. I meant May. Before we get back on our shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to do. And once we get back on our main channel, we're going to start doing some more showcases, having some more guest poets and things come through and join the stream and shit. Do some poetry. I started writing a poem this week too, by the way. You know, it was like a poem about love. You know, yeah, it's about poem about love. I'm doing this erotic showcase in June, so I'm actually preparing my set and shit like that. So I actually started writing this poem the other day. How did it start? How did it start? It started, I said, I miss her. Close my eyes, I can picture the beautiful lips, I want to kiss her. You know? That's how it started. But I'm not going to get into any more. I'm not sure. What's that?
You and the lips.
Yeah, I like lips. I'm a lip man. I'm an ass and a lip man. You know? Both sets of lips, by the way. Both sets of lips. Just so women know, both sets of lips. I'm a lip man for both sets of lips. And a booty. I like a booty. I like a nice booty on a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. But you know what? Shout out to all my house guests in the chat, by the way. I appreciate y'all joining us every single episode, y'all. Yo, for real. I really appreciate it, y'all. That's y'all the reason why I continue to do this week after week after week after week. And y'all can probably tell I had a couple of shots. You know, I kind of been day drinking today a little bit, you know. Not totally day drinking, just a little bit of day drinking. You know. I started after 5, but I had a few drinks, you know?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where 5 o'clock it was when I started, but let's just say I started about 5 o'clock, you know? And I'm getting ready to take one more. Okay, before the show started, I told you how many I had. How many am I at right now? Actually, what time should I start this number from? Should I start the number from right now? Should I start the number from right now? Or from when?
So, hold up. Let me ask you. So, you're saying that you want to start at 1 and just push the other 5 to the side?
What's that? I can't do that?
I said you want to start off at 1.
I can't do that?
And then you want to push the other 5 to the side?
I can't do that? That's not a thing I can do?
I don't know. It's a new party, though.
Yeah, it's a new party, you know? Let's see. Actually, I'm just trying to set something up right here real quick. I apologize. I need to stop trying to do things while I'm talking on a topic and shit like that. Because or whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Because I started doing stupid shit like updating the video screens. But what was I saying? Yeah, I can't start at 1. I gotta continue. Even though there was like some like a break in between. I don't feel like I've been drinking. Or is that a problem?
Nah.
Stop asking that kind of question. Stop it.
I'm saying if I've taken,
feel like you haven't.
if I've been taking a few shots since about 5, should I be feeling drunk? Or nice? I feel like I've been drinking soda. Okay, here goes shot number 1 plus what?
So we'll say 6.
I don't know about this 1 plus. What is this?
1 plus shit.
Nah. Call it what it is, It's all right.
I'm taking my first shot.
I was thinking about going roller skating tonight. I could roller skate after taking some shots. Hey, no.
Me and B is like, listen, guys.
Yo, actually, you know what? Before I continue real quick, yo, all of y'all can hear me clearly and everything out there. I need to start making sure I do that at the start of the show. You know, are my vocals too loud? Are they too low? Are their vocals too loud? Are they too low? You know, because as professional as I try to make this show, other than Bees and Grace helping me like host the show, all of the operations of the show is pretty much all me. And sometimes I'm not sure if I can actually trust everything I'm doing at the moment as I'm drinking and smoking and having fun. So I need y'all to let me know, can y'all hear us loud and clear? And if you can't, if I don't get a reply in the comments, I'm going to assume y'all can't. So I need to do something. But nobody in there said anything about they can't hear anything or say shit yet. But
they usually tell us that.
Yeah. So I'm watching y'all. What up, Kimmy? What up, Wayne? You know, what up, Shakima? What up, Yetta? How y'all feeling? I'm glad y'all joining us this evening. For real. I said that mad times. I guess this alcohol is kicking in, huh?
Only one shot, right? Oh,
Shakima said loud and clear. I appreciate you, Shakima. I appreciate you. You know, but yo, Wayne started it off right here in the chat for us. And you know what? We're late. We started really late today. Okay, we started late because my computer updated when I turned it on, and it kind of fucked up some of my settings. So I'm actually gonna have to come back through tomorrow and actually update some of that shit for myself personally. But that's why we was late today. Shit was fucked up. Even though I try to be professional, we still mad, motherfucking ghetto. Even though I don't live in the ghetto. Which I'm proud of that, by the way. But let's start off with rest in peace, DMX, y'all. The king, the great, DMX the great, Dark Man X. Yo, I was actually thinking today, and I was like, you know what? I've been listening to DMX for like 30 fucking years, yo. Like,
speak on it.
Like literally, I've been listening to DMX for like 30 fucking years. You know, I first heard him back in like 91. You know, back in 91, he had this street tape that he put out that had and I actually had to do a little bit of Google searching today to see when that song actually came out, because I heard it pretty much when it came out. My nigga Clue brought it through. But it was a DMX Spellbound. You know, this is when he kind of had like his beef with K Solo, because K Solo had dropped Spellbound and DMX was like, yo, that nigga bit my shit, you know? And he said that because him and K Solo were actually locked up at the same time, and they used to rap together and shit like that. K Solo got released first and put out fucking Spellbound, you know? And then after Spellbound, he put out Letterman, which was kind of trash, you know, in my opinion.
Horrible.
That shit was horrible, right? But DMX had actually put out his own version of Spellbound, and I tell you what, that shit ate up anything that other nigga did, yo. You know, so, and from that point, I kind of been fucking with DMX, listening to DMX. I would get these street tapes, and this was back in the early 90s, to where you heard hip hop, but not like you do today. You know, not like you do today. Like back in the days, I would turn on the radio and I would hear maybe one hip hop song every hour or two.
Right.
You know, there'd be like mad R&B all fucking day. And then maybe, oh, here goes Rob Bass. Woo! Yeah, it takes two to make a thing go right. You know, they throw that in there type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But
you gotta also bring up all the pirate radio that we had back then. See, if you notice, there's really not a lot of pirate radio right now. Like
there's not a lot of radio right now. Not a lot of radio at all.
True. How you found like Ellen Out Scratch? How you was listening to something on a late night, and you just happened to be recording because somebody was in their crib DJing and caught a little radio frequency and was like, "Yo, I got a show."
Yeah. I used to listen to a lot of them shit.
88.7.
You know, for real, 88.7. What the fuck? Who the fuck says that? I want the low station. Nobody really. But yeah, I was listening to DMX back in the days, man, and it really hurt me today to hear that DMX passed away. You know, for those that aren't aware, he was admitted to a hospital last Friday. He had a heart attack after they said that he had a drug overdose. They say a drug overdose that led to a heart attack. And during that time, he was, they said his brain didn't receive oxygen for about 30 minutes, you know? And that right there kind of like killed his brain, in my opinion, from my non-medical professional having of any degree whatsoever. That's my unprofessional opinion. And he was admitted to a hospital in a coma on life support. He's been there for about a week. They did tests on Wednesday. They said his brain functions weren't improving. Then they said, I saw a story early this morning, or was it yesterday morning? It might have been yesterday morning, that said that his organs were starting to fail, which kind of indicates end of life, you know? And then last night, actually, I started seeing people posting rest in peace DMX. And when I started seeing people posting that, I started looking online, and there was no indications of it online that he had actually passed, no official word, just people posting online. And then later yesterday evening, Steve Rifkin actually made a Instagram post, a video saying, "Yo, DMX is still alive. Keep him in your prayers. We need the prayers. Stop saying he's dead. He's not dead yet." But then earlier this morning, the family released a statement saying that DMX had passed away, with family by his side this morning, and that he was gone, you know? And for a while, I thought I was out of tears, you know? Like, I've had quite a few things happen in my life, and I used to be like, you know what? I wish I could just cry. If I could just cry right now, that would make things a little bit better. You know, it's like I could get that out. But I haven't been able to produce tears for years. You know? Didn't mean to rhyme that, but I did. You know, but being that I've been listening to DMX for like 30 years, you know, I've met the man before and shit like that, and I kind of felt like he's really been a part of my upbringing in my life, period, you know? Over the past 30 years, that man has been in my life with his music. And when Pac passed away, when Big passed away, I was upset. I was sad. When Nip passed away, I was upset. I was sad. You know, because I fuck with their music and shit like that. But I didn't really like shed a tear. But DMX passing, I actually dropped some tears for this one, yo. This one really, really hit me a little differently. You know? It's a motherfucking icon, yo. But I'm glad that he was able to be on Versus. You know, he did a Versus versus Snoop. You know, he was on Drink Champs with Nori, where Nori's podcast Drink Champs is kind of like his whole, like, his what's the word I'm looking for? His mission statement is pretty much, we want to give the legends flowers while they can still smell them, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much the basis of his show. And he had DMX on there, and DMX was able to receive some of his flowers while he was still living. So that's one of the things that kind of makes me feel good about DMX's story. You know, even though he passed away at the young age of 50 years old, within that time, he had a lot of success. And towards the end of his career, he was able to get a lot of flowers, you know, which I appreciate. And I'm glad he was able to receive, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
What's some of y'all experiences with DMX music?
These you go.
No, go ahead, Grace. Go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say I kind of mentioned it last week. I had a lot of anger, and so I tended to vibe with people who can help me find a place to center that anger in my teen years. And what's crazy is I just remembered, wasn't he in that? What's that Steven Seagal movie? It was one of my favorite movies when I was a teenager, and I remember like being so surprised.
Was it Exit Wound?
Huh?
Exit Wound?
I can't. That doesn't sound. There was. I can't remember.
I think that was the name of it.
They did 4 or 5 movies together.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember which one it was. No, I don't think it was Exit Wounds. Dang it.
Yeah, I think Exit Wounds was the first one him and Steven Seagal did.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember which one it was, and they probably were all very similar. But I just remember there was a movie. I don't remember that being the name for some reason, but maybe that was it. Whatever. It was.
Yeah,
like
I think that was it.
But
out in like 2001.
I just remember him being like, when hip hop finally started to be accepted, when people like Black people started to really be in things that I could identify with. Because a lot of the stuff I watched was like Lean on Me from my mom. Like I was a kid, like Coming to America was one of my favorite movies, but that came out the year I was born. He was in something and he was a part of this vision for me that even angry, even furious with life, but also like this passionate rider vibe, I could go somewhere. And I don't know why I always connected with him on that. But like I loved Eminem for the anger, but not as much as like I connected with DMX on another level. And again, there was something about watching him be in this movie that because I always wanted to be like an actress and a singer. I wanted to do all this stuff, and watching him do it, it changed something for me because most of the other people were chicks, they were cute, they were whatever. And there was just something about him where you could tell it was him. He was raw. And he did other stuff, you know, he did other movies and things. But for some reason, being able to see him do that, I don't know why, but it hurts me to see now that like he could have done more. And seeing that he did the verses the other day, it kind of, y'all hear me the other day, but you know what I mean? Like it kind of hurts me now to realize, like I was talking to Khary and it's like, he's so young. He's like my dad's age, bro. And you know, it just bothers me that the people I connect with on this weird level that's not necessarily about what other people would probably connect with them on, like the things that they put out on purpose, the things that they're greatly known for. I connect with people on other shit, and it bothers me that all the people I connect with are always the ones who fucking die. And I could just imagine him. He could have been doing so much more. And I feel like I'm glad that we got to see that he still struggled with drugs. He still struggled with all that stuff. And I feel like he was able to show us what people could do. And it didn't matter where you were from or who you were. It didn't matter. And it didn't matter how you came across. And Khary, you know me, I'm an aggressive person. I get in trouble in my business for how I come across to people. So to be able to connect with someone who was just like small, raw power. I know that sounds like I'm not, but he wasn't a huge person. He was just being able to see him and who he was and just dominate, bro. I don't know. It's been fucking with me. That's all. It's been fucking with me, man. So rest in peace, man. He did a lot. And I think he did a lot more than he was ever supposed to do, you know?
Yeah. Yo, I didn't realize how much I liked X Gonna Give It To You. You know? It's like when that song, you ever remember when that song came out, X Gonna Give It To You?
Yeah.
And like it was on the radio non-stop. You know, like that song was like played non-stop. And I kind of stopped liking it for a while because it was played non-stop. But I really that's you wouldn't think that would be one of my favorite DMX songs, but it actually is. Just the energy of that shit kind of really makes it one of my faves.
Well, for me, DMX I feel like it's a horrible loss for like the hip hop community just in general, because like Ray said, like and like Khary said, like you grew up with him. You know what I mean? It's a difference like when an artist he came out like 5 years ago. It's like, okay, yeah, he got nice music. But it's but then there's you're 17, you're 16. Here comes this artist with all this anger. He's raw. He's not commercialized. You know what I mean? And that's the one thing that I love is like that he wasn't commercialized. Like X was X.
Yeah.
He was who he was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree with you on that one.
The music industry takes that away from a lot of MCs or rappers, whichever one you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? But the industry takes a lot of that from certain artists. Because certain artists, you got artists that are watered down. But when you go back to some of their old shit, you like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
He was mad raw. He was mad grimy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But X found a way, and the music, the industry also accepted the way that he was coming. You know what I mean? And when
they let him be him.
Yes.
Yeah, and when he came, he kicked the door down, and he ain't take no fucking prisoners.
Yeah.
When you really think about it.
Yeah.
He dropped 3 albums, and he was he was like 9 platinum.
His first 5 albums all went platinum and debuted at like #1.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, it's so crazy. And then, people say like, yo, what's your favorite DMX song? What's your favorite DMX song? And there's so many to choose from.
Right.
But I personally, I have like a top 5. And then I have a top 3 bars. You know what I mean?
What's the top 3 bars? What's the top 3 bars?
My top 3 bars are, first and foremost, if you weren't with that mixtape era, you don't know these bars. You know this bar.
How's it go?
It goes, ooh, 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 just like an Optimus Prime transform on his ass, guy in his behind.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. Like Optimus Prime transform on his ass and get in his behind. Boom, boom. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Right. And my first overall is niggas been talking all week about that drive-by. And they ain't did nothing but drive-by. That's what he did.
You know one of my favorite lines from DMX is? It was like one of the realest lines that it's like, you know what, this shit, that line is so fucking real, yo. But it's like, and that kind of resonated with me. It was like, he said, when my time is up, I'm gonna be out, but I'm gonna try to live. You know? It's like, you can't stop when it's your time. But you know what? I don't know where my time is, so I'm gonna do what I can to stay alive, nigga. You know? But when it's my time, I ain't really got no choice. I got to go. You know? But I'm gonna do what I can to make it not my motherfucking time. And that's one of my favorite lines from DMX, yo.
But my top 2 songs would have to be Who We Be.
Oh, damn. That's hard. Oh.
How does Who We Be go, Bees?
They don't know.
Da-dun, da-dun. Da-dun, 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 yeah. Da-dun, da-dun.
Yo,
they don't know.
That's hard.
Da-dun, da-dun. Yo, he got some fucking classics.
It's Keep Your Shit the Hardest.
You know, one of my favorite joints is Ain't No Love. He got featuring Jadakiss. You know, the hook on that shit, Jadakiss actually spit the hook on that shit. But that whole song was hard. But the hook was like, used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even rap with. Oh man, that shit was hard, yo. That was one of my favorite DMX songs on that album. That album, it wasn't his first album, it was his second album. His second,
Blood of My Blood.
Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
Blood
Yeah,
of My Blood.
That whole album, bro. The whole fucking album, bro.
That was actually my favorite DMX album.
Bruh, that's where my favorite DMX songs. See, y'all won't understand how aggressive I was, nigga. Bring Your Whole Crew is my shit. That was my shit. Bruh.
I just love for a nigga bring a whole crew. It's another piece of cake for me to do.
I just love when a nigga bring his whole crew with just a bigger piece of cake for me to chew a hole through. And you know what?
What?
That line was actually a line from a verse in one of his songs. You know? That line wasn't actually my fault. That line wasn't that wasn't just like a hook he came up with for that song. He was like, you know what? This line from this song will actually make a dope hook. And that's what that was. I just love when a nigga bring his whole crew for just a bigger piece of cake for me to chew a hole through. And he actually kept going. But he just decided to use those couple of bars for the hook. You know, and I only know that because I was listening to DMX tapes back in the days. Like, what was that? Oh man, what was the name of that group, Bees, that had that song "We Run Things"? We run things. Damn, I can't think of the name of it.
Bush Babies.
Bush Babies, yes. That beat, DMX actually recorded "Shorty Was a Bomb" too, which I believe actually ended up a different song, had a different hook on his actual albums. But that was like the first time I heard that. And that shit was like, Shorty was the bomb. Shorty was the bomb. A brown skin honey with a little dough. Come to find out, she was low ho. But still, yo, I pushed up. Because Shorty had that ass like, blow. Had me scheming on how I could get that now. It's like, girlfriend, let me drop a bug in your ear. She was mine because I told her what she wanted to hear. I was like, yeah, let me tell you how it's going down. I said, beat me, code 0, because you know why I get around. That was a dope line right there, yo.
Hard body.
Page me code 0, because you know why I get around. Said she didn't have a man, but even if she did, dead, because my game is tight like a stocking cap on a nigga's head. What? All right, yo. I'm taking a shot for DMX right here. This is number what? Y'all know.
We ain't going to count that one.
You know? That's a shot for DMX. That's a shot for DMX. And you know what?
But we also got to talk about this. Now,
what's that?
With DMX, dealing with DMX. DMX also, from what I'm hearing, that there is going to be a final album.
Is there?
Yeah, that he finished him and Swiss.
All right. Okay.
So I already figured that this is going to be the best hip hop album ever.
I gotta
because you know what's so bugged? It's like, I don't know how it is, why it's like that. Like, when you pass away, why is it your best album? Because like there's a new Prince album coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Too, by the way.
And they're saying like this is gonna be Prince's greatest album, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know why it is that an artist passes away and it's like that album is gonna be boom.
Because when a lot of times when the artist passes away, people don't criticize it like they would if they was alive. In my opinion, you know, they don't criticize it like they would when they was alive. Like Biggie duets, I love Biggie.
But that was a hard album, yo.
Yeah, you know, but people try not to just speak of that album. They just be like, you know what? Biggie didn't have no input, so that album really doesn't exist, you know? Now, I got a question. I saw a post about this the other day, and I said, you know what? People, that's a point. That's a point. You know, people were saying, okay. So for the longest time, people have called Jay-Z the king of New York, right? When it comes to hip hop and shit like that, right?
I beg to differ, but go ahead.
Now, when Biggie passed, could it be argued that DMX was actually the king of New York for a little while?
Yes. Listen, you know the thing that's so sad, like when you really talk about the king of New York, it's been so many kings though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you really talk rap, like it's all about what I realized with hip hop music.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about who's the king. It's about whose era, whose time is it. That's what it's about. Truly. If your sound is lucrative at the time, that's what it's about. I mean, but your sound has to be different from everybody. You can't be doing what everybody else is doing. For instance, Kendrick, J. Cole, you understand what I'm saying? Your Big Sean's, like, these are different sounds of this hip hop thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, Kendrick was the king at one time.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole wore the crown for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Nelly wore the crown. Jay-Z wore the crown. Nas wore the crown. Busta wore the crown. You understand what I'm saying? When you talk like, if you just want to talk New York, it's so many people that wore the crown. Meth wore the crown. Redman wasn't from New York, but we embrace him like that. He had the crown at one time.
I'm not sure if all of those people wore the crown. I think
they did, though. I know what he's saying. I could picture every single one of their reigns. I knew exactly where I was when I was listening to their songs during those reigns too. I could
now the reason why I say they didn't wear the crown is because I think. This is just my opinion. I don't think the crown is a seasonal thing. I think the crown is, okay, who had the crown that year or that 2-year span? You know, I don't think it's, this person had the hot single out now, so they got the crown now, or this person did this.
That wasn't a one-time thing. Everybody he named.
I'm telling you, when you really look at it, bro, like Nelly, the whole little Nelly, St. Lunatics realm, 50 had the crown, the whole G Unit realm. You understand? Had the crown, the whole little Wu-Tang.
106 in Park is the judge, and however long you were top song on 106 in Park.
Hold up. No, you're not gonna do that.
In the basement. No. But I'm talking about the fact that pop culture recognized it, because 106 in Park was like the pop culture version of hip hop. It was the pop version. And so what I'm saying is they're like the modern, or the other version of TRL, which is like the white pop version. So the fact that some of these hip hop songs could make it onto 106 in Park, to me, was proof that they were actually holding on to something, because if they were able to come into pop and they were already holding it down, whether it was underground or just with their fan base, to me, that says that they had the cash flow and they had the backing from the labels, which at the time was what was necessary to hold crown. Now,
so let me throw something. I'm about to throw something out there, then.
Okay.
So since you want to talk 106 in Park and all that, okay. So that means you're saying that Bow Wow even wore the crown at one time
of rap.
Yo. This is what, if you're gonna say 106 in Park and what you call it, because he had the numbers. If you're talking 106 in Park, he had the numbers.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hold on, was he on the basement though? Because if he wasn't on the basement, it doesn't count.
He wasn't on.
You have to be on the basement first.
He went on the basement, but he didn't like kill the basement. You know, he was just.
Would they regularly play his music? Would they regularly play Bow Wow in the basement? Like really?
Yes, they would. Actually, to be honest, they would play his music in the basement. And the reason why they would play his music in the basement was because he was number one.
Yeah,
he was number one. And Nisha over here in the chat says, "Yo, Bow Wow was called Mr. 106 in Park."
Thank you.
You know. He was called Mr. 106 in Park.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a different argument than the original point he's made. That's all I'm saying.
Though he was Mr. 106 in Park, but I would not call Mr. 106 in Park the king of rap.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Just saying.
But we was talking about king of New York. Because
correct. And to me, if you're king of New York, you have to be able to get to the top of everything, which to me means if you can break through into the pop scene of it, which is super controlled, and have single after single after single holding it down, or multiple singles on holding it down, that to me is a sign that your kingdom is actually being represented and you are reigning. That was my point. So when Bees named those people, I could remember them, and the fact that they were on TRL or 1 and 6 in Park, and they were rappers. When I was growing up, rap songs don't go on those channels like that. Only the ones that are, again, that lean more towards pop, Billboard Top 100, Billboard Top 40. And that is not where you were expecting to see certain people. So that's why I said we fucking with all these people that Bees is naming, even DMX. I agree he had to have held the crown because his whole crew held it, and you could see them running it, and you could see it from their dominance even going into the pop scene.
It's like this. It's like, okay, Jay-Z had Rockefeller, then you had Meth Bleak, you had State Property, you had all that going on. It's like, this is what goes on when the crown wearing is going on. DMX, you had the Rough Riders, it was the Locks, it was Drag On, it was Eve, it was, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, she was holding the crown too.
Indeed.
They're holding the crown for the queen of hip hop, yeah.
The queen of hip hop. But you understand what I'm saying? Like era wise, there's a lot of what you call it. And most of the people I've named have had a strong 2-year span.
I don't think it was a season. I like I said, I can remember. I used to go home and watch those shows, flip back and forth and stuff. And I just remember that was kind of that reign, that probably 2000 to 2010, that time frame of really, we were coming out of New York, because New York ran the whole beginning. But then afterwards, it was still New York, but I don't think a lot of people knew it was New York. But that whole 10-year span, except for a few people from the South, was me coming into my fullness in hip hop. And I remember how I watched the shows I was watching that, again, tended to lean towards a white audience, slowly start to form into these very hip hop. It was hip hop. That's what you could call that shit. And my point to me that I was trying to make before was, if you were able to slide into that, especially when you think about some of the shit they was making back then, that really would not be even remotely called pop, you were doing something. And I remember every name you named, bro. I remember. So yeah, man, whatever. The point is, New York has a beautiful legacy. That's what I like. The fact that you were able to name all those people, it's like Egypt. We why do we still know some of the names of the kings of Egypt, bro? Like, why do we know that shit? Or the pharaohs, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, because it was a place where it was a magical place where beautiful things were built. Yeah, and I get the sense that New York has done that. And even though, you know, like, I just remember, what was it, Cameron and I remember that shit was like, oh my gosh.
He wore the crown at one point.
Yes.
That whole little Dipset.
Yes, Dipset, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? Every now and then, now that you said that, Grace, about Egypt and shit, every now and then I kind of get like this feeling of like Egypt and like those colors and like that time frame. It's like what? Yeah, it's like every now and then, like I just feel like
you coming into your royal presence.
Like I feel like I was there. I feel like I was there before, you know, like I'll just have like these visions in my head. It's not like I'll be sitting there and just be like, oh, there's a vision going on. It's just like I'll just be like, one day I'll just like remember some shit and it just gives me that fucking feeling, yo, like that of Egypt.
That third eye, son.
It's weird, yo. It's weird, yo. It's weird. But you know what? It actually happens. It doesn't happen all the time. It happens when I'm with certain women. Certain women put me in that energy space, I think, which kind of makes me think. Totally off topic, but it kind of we're gonna have to make that a topic. Write that down, Grace. We're gonna have to make that a topic one day. What the fuck does that mean, yo? What the fuck does that mean? I feel like I'm supposed to be a king, maybe, but I don't know. I'm just saying. I could have been a fucking slave back then in those days too, you know. So I'm just okay. Okay, maybe I had a little too much of this motherfucking Jack Daniels over here and shit like that. Maybe, you know? maybe a little too much, you know?
Okay, so are we gonna get into our main topic for the night?
Yes, but you know what? Yes, I was about to say it's almost 10 o'clock and yo, DMX is a fucking legend, yo. I'm glad he was able to get his flowers, some of his flowers while he was still alive. You know,
yes.
We just lost the preacher, fam. We just lost the pastor.
We did, Joe. We did, Joe. But you know what? You know what? Before we jump into our next topic, I would like to. I'm gonna take one more shot. I'm gonna take one more shot for DMX. What number is this? What number is this?
9.
You serious? It's 9? It's 9?
Yes,
oh shit.
Yo.
What's that?
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say because you were number 9.
Now, by the way, yo, fuck the New York Post, yo. The New York Post released a fucking a story the other day talking about the houses DMX has lost throughout his career. You know, I'm like, yo, this man is in fucking life support, and you writing a fucking story about the houses he lost, about shit that happened fucked up, and man, fuck y'all, man. Fuck the New York Post. Fuck that writer. Fuck the editor. Fuck the company. Fuck all them bitch ass motherfuckers, because that's some real bullshit. Because didn't one person do that? You know, somebody had to write it. Somebody had to read it.
Mm-hmm.
Then somebody edited it. Then somebody said, hey, let's print it. And then somebody said, hey, let's sell it. And then they said, hey, let's make this a big story in here as well. And they also put it online. Somebody had to put it online. Somebody had to approve what was being put online. And nobody said this is a bad idea. Yo, fuck the New York Post. If you buy the New York Post, fuck you too. Okay? But you know what? Before we get into our main topic, let's I just took a shot. I'm about to light one up again. Let's give a moment of silence for the God, man. For the legend, man. DMX the Great. Darkman X. Moment of silence, y'all.
Master of the unknown. If you're a real DMX fan, you know that. The master of the unknown.
It's supposed to be a moment of silence, man. It's supposed to be a moment of silence. Yeah, yo, I had to end off the moment of silence with some motherfucking air horns for the great, for the God, for the GOAT, for the legend, DMX. And when I first heard his name, I was like, yo, what the fuck does DMX mean? My nigga was like, yo, y'all think it stands for Darkman X. It doesn't actually stand for Darkman X. You know, that's not the original origin of DMX. Do you know what the original origin of DMX is? Do you know why he named himself DMX?
Because he's the master of the unknown.
Because he's the divine master of the unknown. You know, and that's how he came up with the name DMX. Rest in peace to the divine master of the unknown, DMX, man. Let's go ahead and get into our main topic of the evening. You know, this is an interesting topic. It's about privilege. We mentioned it on Tuesday. We said we're gonna talk about it today. You know, and let's go ahead and get into it, man. Rest in peace to DMX, man. Yeah, one of my favorite artists. He's in my top 5, actually. He's in my top 5. You know, let's get into our topic. What's your privilege? Yo, Grace, would you like to,
This was Bees' topic.
Yeah, this actually was Bees' topic. Yo, Bees, get into, what made you want to talk about privilege?
Privilege.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's all types of privilege. Let's get that straight first. Like, people think this just white privilege. Nah. There's black privilege. Mm-hmm. You got Asian privilege. Mm-hmm. You've got
pretty privilege.
Iraqi privilege. You got
Iraqi,
what?
What's Iraqi privilege?
Oh, because the Iraqis, like, you know, the Arabs, they see you, they think that you're supposed to be a certain way with them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It's like, you know, it's certain people think it's certain. And certain people try to use privileges at certain times. That's the thing that's what you feel. So that's why we want to really get into this privilege thing.
When we first spoke about this, I think you said, motherfucker, I think you was wondering why motherfuckers thought they had the privilege of not tying up their motherfucking garbage bags or some shit like that.
Oh, that's ghetto privilege. You talking about the ghetto privilege. It's all types of privilege.
Beans, what is ghetto privilege?
Yeah, what is ghetto privilege?
Ghetto privilege is when you don't really have no good upbringing, and you like you don't know better. Because if you knew better, you do better, you know.
Okay.
But you don't know better. Mm-hmm. So simple things as you're throwing your garbage down the garbage chute. You know what I'm saying? You tie your bag. You shouldn't throw a bag like untied down your garbage chute. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that, you might as well just take the bag, turn it upside down, and just fling it down in the what you call it.
Oh, you know what? While you stop for a second, while I was smiling just now and admiring myself, I said, you know what? We need to take a screenshot real quick for the thumbnail before we forget and before I get too drunk. So, y'all ready? Everybody want to smile? Everybody want to smile? Cheese, bitch. All right, I took a couple thumbnails. All right, let's continue. Go ahead. Wayne over here says, yo, bees, expand on that. Wayne says, bees, expand on that.
Yeah, on ghetto privilege.
On ghetto privilege?
Yeah.
Ghetto privilege is like it's certain things you do. Like, okay, for instance, there's a lot of ghetto privilege going on that these stimmies have came out. The stimulus checks have brought a lot of ghetto privilege.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But, you wasn't eating lobster last week.
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't get a stimmy, but I ate lobster tail last week. But I tell you what. I don't. It's not the stimmy that really got people buying crab legs and seafood and lobster tails and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
What is it?
It's food stamps.
Yeah, food stamps.
Food stamps.
First of the month.
Food stamps.
Or the 6th of the month.
Definitely. Because I tell you what, I had food stamps at one point. I was a one income home, a one income family. I had a wife. I had 2 kids. I didn't apply for food stamps, but my wife at the time applied for food stamps. She actually got some for a little while because this was like in 2008 when I was actually unemployed. I started up my own little studio and shit like that. I got laid off. This company got sold. I got laid off. I was out of work for like almost a year. But I'm a hustler, baby. So I actually opened up me a studio. I had my equipment in the crib. I got me a little spot. I rented out a little spot. It was in the flea market, but it was still a little spot. I got a little spot. I created my own little studio. Yo, that shit got ends to meet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But during that time, I was unemployed. Florida, no matter how much money you made, the max unemployment is $275 a week.
Oh yeah, we talked about that before.
Yeah, no matter how. Yo, if I made $150,000 a year and got laid off, they would say, "Hey, here goes $275 a week max." Did
you set that flea market? Was the flea market Magic Mall? Was it in Tampa?
No. This was in Jacksonville. Jacksonville.
Ooh, there's so many hood people in Jacksonville. Yeah. Jacksonville's a giant hood, so you probably did real well.
I was able to make ends meet and shit like that. But I forgot what my point was. But I had my own little studio. What was my point? Anybody know what my point was?
That you was making ends and food stamps and something like that. Food stamps.
During that time, I was unemployed, and that's what made me eligible for food stamps, right? And I tell you what, that was the most full my fridge has ever fucking been. Okay,
so this is funny because he's right, but the bad thing is, even though we know it, because I know any relative I've ever known that's had food stamps has had at least 1 or 2 seafood. What do they call it? Like a fish fry? They had at least one, or
a crab boil, or some shit like that. Yeah.
Yes, they had at least one. And it's like, how you bought this? Oh, this food stamps came in and we got 6 kids over here. So we get like $600 or $1,000 a month or something crazy. Yeah. And so whenever the first one comes in, but then they still bought, like, they didn't do that like with all their money. But people complain that they should not be able to buy that stuff. I say they, like I was never on TV. Times.
I feel I've seen that
you
before.
should not have been able to buy that. You guys
I've seen that before.
Is that privilege?
Yeah, I've seen that before. When I've seen that before, people was like, "Oh, if you want food stamps, you shouldn't be able to buy certain foods." It's like, "Oh, so if you want food stamps, you shouldn't be able to eat good." That's what you're saying. You know?
Yeah, they say that you're promoting them to be lazy, I guess. Yeah. Like to keep laying around because they can have lobster. It's like, really? Really?
Nigga. I tell you what. Well, you know what? My son doesn't really eat shellfish anymore. You know? But I tell you what, he used to love some crab legs. He used to love some lobster tail, but he was eating that shit when he was mad young. You know? we was having a lot of crab boils.
Yo, I'm over here and I'm sitting and I'm truly like, I must be privileged, yo. I must be black privileged. Like,
you had black privilege, Bees? What was your black privilege?
Yo, fam, I really feel like I was like truly like black privilege, yo.
How so?
Like,
you grew up in the Bronx. How was you black privilege? You had crab legs a lot?
Yo, fam, like on a regular basis, but like we never had like, you know, like we never experienced. I never experienced the food stamp part of life, and you know, like.
Okay. When I was a kid, I recall my mom. Okay, when I was a kid, it was like the age where my mom did not want to leave me in the crib by myself. Plus, I was a kid that was interested in a lot of things. So like, she was scared to leave me by myself because she was like, he gonna fuck some shit up. So she would make me go with her and shit. So I recall standing on a line with her and being upset. I'm like, yo, this line is mad long. Why are we on this line, Mom? And she was like, oh, we going to get peanut butter. You know? I'm like, peanut? Why the fuck are we on a line for peanut butter? This is like when the government would actually give people peanut butter and shit like that. And they would like give you like, yeah, the black and white can and no frill shit. And this is like when they would give you a can that like as a 10-year-old, I would have to hold that can like this, you know? You know, I had to hold the can like this, and the can, you actually had to like use a can opener to open it, you know? So like I recall like getting the no frills cans and shit, and then you open it, and when you opened it, there was like mad peanut oil at the top. So you kind of like, so you was like, what?
Right.
So as a kid, I was like, Mom, peanut butter not supposed to have oil. Why ain't got oil in it? You know, why is there oil? Since you was like, oh, you just gotta mix it up. You just gotta mix it up. I'm like, mix it up? What are you talking about? What the fuck? I was, this is me as a kid. You know, back in the day. I didn't realize.
I see why your son is bougie, just like you were bougie. Mm-hmm.
Yo, I think I became bougie as I became an adult, yo. You know, I think I became bougie. It's like, I was like, ooh, I can afford this.
I've been bougie a long time, bro.
You know, like, because I tell you what, I didn't have crab legs until, I remember one summer we went to my aunt's house out in Long Island. Like every summer she used to have a get together and shit like that. And I remember this one summer, this was the first time I tried crab legs. My cousin convinced me to try crab legs. I tried them and I loved them. I was like, oh shit, this is fucking great. I don't even know what kind of crabs these are. I remember seeing the crabs in the pot boiling and shit like that, and I'd be like, yo, so y'all don't even kill the crabs, y'all are killing the crabs as y'all cooking the crabs. I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
I was like, that's some fucked up shit. Y'all are killing the crabs as you cooking the crabs, and I'm supposed to eat this? I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. My cousin was like, yo, try it, yo. He cracked it, he broke it, he gave me a piece. I was like, that's pretty fucking good. Next thing you know, I kept going back for crabs. But that was the first time I tried crabs. I was like 12 or 13. I remember that day too. We had a basketball tournament in 5 B's. We had a basketball tournament on the block, right? They started. Is that the day your uncle was very mad at me? No. That's the day I started the game, right? And I scored like the first 3 baskets, right? And okay, I'm good in basketball, but amongst my crew, they used to say I move like Bill Cartwright and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, you know, so but that game I got like the first 3 baskets, you know, and you know who was on my team? B was on my team. You know what I'm saying? B was on my team. Dunlop, he was on my team. You know,
okay.
And he's nice. He was nice. You know what I'm saying? I think he went to like Georgia Tech on a scholarship and shit like that. But this game, boom, first ball, they tap it. Virginia Tech, yeah, they pass me the ball, layup. Basket, you know, steal. I got the ball again. Basket. Oh, they give me the ball again. I had like the first 6 points and shit. And all of a sudden, my mom calls me. She's like, "Yo, Khary, we gotta go. We're going to your aunt's house for a barbecue." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm over here lighting it up. Now you calling me to go to a barbecue to my aunt's house that I only see maybe once every 2-3 years? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, I'm old enough to just chill by myself, you know? She was like, nah, bring your ass on. Yo, she pulled me out the game, nigga. She pulled me out the game to go to the family barbecue. I was pissed, yo.
And Black Mother history. You should have known that.
I was pissed, yo. She pulled me out the game to go to a motherfucker barbecue. You know, but that barbecue, I had crab legs, and I ran through I ran through the screen door. Through the screen door. Yeah, they kept telling me and my cousin, "Yo, stop running through the house." You know, stop running through the house. Well, me and my cousin were doing something.
I was running through the house.
Yeah, I was running through the house. I was running through the house. My cousin was chasing me. You know, my cousin was chasing me through the house. I didn't realize the screen was closed. You know, when you're running, the screen just looks like an open door.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm destroying some screens.
So I'm running. Ah, you can't catch me. Ah, you can't catch me. And next thing you know, boom, I hit the screen door, fall flat on the floor. The whole backyard full of people eating crab legs look at me. The shit is like, there wasn't even a record playing, but like Needle said, like the music stopped and everybody looked at me laying on the floor on a fucking screen door. And I was like, fuck. I was like, and that moment right there taught me I should not run through the house when it's a screen door, because you can't see screen doors running at a high rate of speed. And I was fast. You know, so I'm just saying. But that's the first time I had crab legs for ghetto privilege with the food stamps and crab legs. I just realized how we got to that point.
Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. So bees.
This topic is going crazy. This topic is not gonna go where it's supposed to go.
Okay. Privilege. We're on ghetto privilege right now. What's another type of privilege? Privilege? We all know about white privilege. That's just regular, everyday, regular smegular shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now you got Asian privilege, like the Chinese do when he delivers. Why does he think it's mandatory that you tip his ass?
Well, because now I don't think that's Asian privilege. I think that's if a motherfucker's delivering, so I think that's just courtesy to give them a tip.
Yeah, bees.
You know,
Thanks for making us look bad, bees. You're the reason I got a tip 50%.
You know, I don't think that's Asian privilege. I think even if the Chinese restaurant delivers food, if they deliver it to you, you should give a tip. I think that's just okay. Okay, some years ago, I dated a girl that was a waitress. She worked in the service industry. She kind of explained to me the whole tipping shit and the salary shit and all of that. And I was like, you know what? If a motherfucker's giving you a service, you should tip them. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
I'm an awesome tipper.
You know? But I think that goes back to the black family. You know? And I say that with like Sunday dinners and shit like that, you know? Like you didn't tip nobody to serve your plate, you know what I'm saying? So like Sunday dinners, your aunts would just make you a plate or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Your mom would just make you a plate, you know? And I think shit like that kind of like made us feel like service like that was supposed to be, rather than,
I guess,
you know,
I don't know.
I had to learn that growing up.
Really poorly. The moment I sat down, I've had people realize I've watched people fight over not having my table, and because I'm the first black person, or you know, usually I'm obviously always dating a black man or married to a black man, so I'm walking with a black man. They don't realize we're the greatest tippers in the world, you son of a bitch, and now we're gonna tip you anyways, even though you're about to give us horrible service because we're brown people. You just expect that we're not gonna tip. I used to work in the service industry, and the shit they said about black people at every restaurant I worked at was racist, even from the black servers, bruh.
Yo,
so it's like, bro, we gotta do something about this image, bro. It's embarrassing, bro.
Great. Grace. Now that's funny that you say that, right? Because I have a business where, you know, I have waiters and bartenders and all that, but that's neither here nor there. I got into that because I started in a catering hall. So this is what I'm getting to. So I used to be in a catering hall, right? Now there's an Italian party. Yo, I'm hyped.
Oh, the Italians give cash.
I'm hyped because they're gonna give out some bread. The Irish, I'm hyped. Even the Philippines, I'm dumb hyped. Yo, listen.
Philippines.
Yo, they say it's Jamaican or it's just American black. That's where the arguments come. Like, yo, you want to work that party, yo? You want to switch parties with me? For some reason, yo, it is bad like that. Like, it is racist in the service industry, blacks on blacks. Yeah, because you feel like, because you know what it is? If blacks tip you, that's where the privilege comes in. If blacks feel, not me per se, but a lot of blacks feel if I give you some extra money, because that's how they look at it. If I give you some extra money, you better hop, skip, and jump and swim through the lake to make sure I got good service.
Khary over here in the chat says, yo, my girl is Hispanic and I feel bad for her. She says she has never been treated as poorly as when she is with me. That's crazy. And by the way, I'm eating like the toughest steak I've ever had.
Why are you eating steak?
No, you look like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant.
Yo, fam, I ordered this shit. Okay, I need to remember to stop trying to eat anything from fucking Applebee's, yo.
Why would you order steak from Applebee's?
Because you're close.
You don't get that little pan that be like.
I ordered it to go.
Nah, I'm sorry. Applebee's steak, you gotta sit there and eat it.
Yo, I thought I put down motherfucking medium. This shit right here. Oh my God, this.
Well done.
Nigga, if we was sitting at a table, right? And I started cutting my meat, then I pause. If I started cutting the steak, right? If I started cutting the steak, the everybody would be shaking with me.
Oh my God. No, absolutely not. The only thing that I like from there, they had these pretzels with this cheese. That was it. Pretzels and cheese with a freaking mango margarita, bro. I'll eat that at the bar. I'm not eating nothing else from Applebee's. Every time I ordered, the shit came out looking like a meme where it was like from the picture in reality. And it's like, bro, I remember one time I got a salad. They couldn't even make the salad look good. The salad looked, bro, it was crazy, bro. It was the craziest salad I ever seen. They put like a whole slice of American cheese on that bitch, bro. This shit was fucked up.
Now this thing that's bug, right? Because like I'm gonna say Applebee's New York, horrible. Applebee's out of New York, decent.
Huh.
Yeah, a lot of shit once it gets to New York. A lot of shit once it gets to New York, the privilege is just taken out of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know what's so bug? McDonald's. Here in New York, they took the privilege out of certain things with McDonald's. Not that I say don't eat that shit though. Don't eat that. But I'm saying down south, yo, they got the mustard, they got the ketchup and all that, the salt.
Oh, y'all don't got that up there?
Listen, mustard. You better not put no mustard on a burger in New York. They better season that shit, yo.
I don't eat mustard, but I like ketchup though. I hope y'all got ketchup.
I put mustard on my burgers at home.
Down south, you have to tell them, don't put no mustard on the burger.
Yeah, I thought they did do that every day.
No.
I put mustard on burgers when I cook at home. When I go to Crystal's, I thought Crystal's was like White Castles. Mm-hmm. They put mustard in their burgers. And I'm like, they put too much mustard in their burgers. It's like, I bite the burger and all I taste is mustard. I'm like, what the fuck is this? No. You know? Yeah. Oh, there's a White Castles in Orlando. I need to actually try it soon. I need to find somebody to drive with me from Tampa to Orlando to get some White Castles. But it's like everybody nowadays is like on a fucking diet trying to lose weight and shit like that. They don't eat burgers or beef and shit. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. What other type of privilege is there though? We just spoke about ghetto privilege. What other privilege is there?
I want to talk about pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege.
I feel like pretty privilege is a thing, but I think pretty privilege is also a manifested idea that does not come out as much as people think. I think there is a pretty privilege from people who believe that it exists, also believe that there is an expectation with it. Let's talk about that. A man believes pretty privilege exists. He knows he needs to treat a pretty woman better than he might treat another chick, but he still expects pussy.
Is that my problem? Is that my problem? I don't think I should treat a pretty woman different than anybody else.
Okay. The problem with that is, as a woman, that's how people end up getting assaulted, because some people believe that and they don't have respect for women or whatever. And they think just because you're pretty, I gave you what I was supposed to give you for your pretty privilege, but bitch, I don't have to respect you. And so that's kind of a scary place to be for an attractive person. But
gotcha.
I believe that pretty privilege is also kind of a manifestation. And what I mean by that is that sometimes when you're pretty, people don't actually talk to you like you're pretty or tell you that you're pretty because they think that everyone else is giving you pretty privilege. So they treat you like shit to make sure you don't think you're too pretty.
No, I don't do that. Well, I kind of just treat people like, I just be like, you know what? Bitch, I'm pretty too. What you think? You know what I'm saying?
Does it count when you're also pretty? But if you were ugly, would you feel different? If you thought of yourself as an ugly dude, if you're like, man, I really wish I had a different face, then would you believe a different way? Would you feel a different way?
I don't know.
Never. You know how hard it is to keep this together right here?
Yo, honestly, I don't do much, yo. I don't like have no like facial regimens, pause or anything like that, you know? I just
Nah, me neither. I just walk.
But you don't know why I gotta say pause for that? I said facial regimen. Yeah.
Oh, because I'm sorry. I was just thinking about the fact that you thought it was like kind of gay to keep up with your skin. And I'm like, that's not gay.
Oh,
that's
no.
Black folks don't like to be ashy, Khary. You're just too, okay, light skin privilege.
Listen,
and I think none of us in this room.
Hold up, Grace. We got a homeboy. He used to run around with Noxzema on his face. Just bust out Noxzema on his face.
That's different.
Oh shit.
That's very different. But yeah. Okay, so
chill.
So
what is pretty privilege though?
Do light skinned Black people get treated better by white people, like in America, a country like our country where slavery was pretty recent, civil rights was pretty so like, do they get treated better because they're light, or do they even get treated better by light skinned people? By Black people too?
You know what?
Do they get treated worse because they're light skinned?
I'm not sure.
Back in the slave days, the light skinned people got the privilege because more than likely that was Master's son.
Correct.
Right.
Or his daughter. You know, like.
Yeah.
Though
that's why they got so light.
Though I'm not sure we should be having this conversation right now, because I think all three of us are a little too light. Or a little too light to be
I think
said.
Even bees would be like, I'm brown. No, you're not, bees.
You know, but I do think light skinned people get treated a little different. The reason why I say light skinned people get treated a little different is because I never hear anybody say, "Oh, you acting dark skin."
You're right.
You know, I never hear that. I never hear that.
Can't act light skin.
You know, but if I do,
dead ass though, I never heard nobody.
You know, and I don't want to talk about light skin in a manner that makes it seem like light skin looks better than dark skin, because I do not believe that to be true. You know,
I'm talking about
no doubt.
And right now we're talking about pretty privilege, I thought, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right?
Got you, because dark skin is pretty too, bro.
Yo, I love a dark skin.
No, that's why I'm not talking about that. You just didn't change the topic. I changed the topic to light skin and asked if in our country, but I was not talking about pretty.
Okay.
I was talking about light skin.
I just wanted to make sure that people understood we wasn't saying light skin is pretty.
That's not something we should still have to say, but I guess
I just felt like I had to just point that out, because motherfuckers be getting shit twisted easy nowadays. You know
yeah, they do.
Everybody's offended, so maybe everybody's privileged at this point. Everybody's offended, yo.
Everybody is privileged, bruh. That's the point of this conversation. And that's what I love that Bees brought to our attention, bruh, is that we got to stop looking at everything from this perspective of us versus them. It's like, how many times are you going to stand with us until it's just you by yourself, and now they all pointing fingers at you? You better watch your fucking back doing all that shit, bro.
We actually had an episode, first season 1, that was like light skin versus dark skin, and I think during that episode I kind of said, like, you know what, I never really know if my light skin privilege is playing a factor. You know, like I never know. I don't know if this person is being kind to me because I'm light skinned, because I'm a light skinned Black man or something like that. You know, I don't know if that's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know when my complexion is playing a factor into when somebody's treating me a certain way, because I've had,
unless it's bad, right?
No, because I've had cops treat me good. I've had nice cops, and I've also had asshole cops, to where I asked simple questions and they responded to me in some asshole type of manner. You know, it's some I'm the motherfucking king, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know, and I was like, well, I don't feel like light skin is doing anything for me today.
So you talking about somebody that's living with a little badge privilege?
Yeah, see, police privilege.
Yeah. I just ate a string.
So the question is, do people's privileges come up against each other? Where like maybe we think like, okay, could a white person in America we think that's like the ultimate privilege, like a white man, rich, get pulled over by a cop, and then the cop privilege come in and be like, listen, boy, you gonna talk to me how I want you to talk to me. And now the white man's privilege is kind of gone because the cop privilege is higher in the moment. I feel like we've kind of begun using our privilege for our own good benefits, and yet we don't really realize that it's gonna hurt when we can't do it in the moment and we get fucked up. It's embarrassing.
I don't really think I have a privilege, to tell you the truth. Like,
you got smart privilege.
The smart privilege?
Listen. I guarantee you like this, and not trying to be funny. Okay,
well, no, go ahead, Bees. Go ahead.
You probably got, when you worked at your office, you probably had one white friend there that fuck with you because he wanted a black friend.
Yeah, straight up.
Okay. Well, check this out. I'm also the it's 5 o'clock and I don't know you anymore. That was me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, once I walk through these doors.
Yeah, you know? It's like, yo, we cool in the office, but it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, I don't fuck with you no more. Like, I wasn't really the guy that went to work functions. Like, I went to the Christmas party, but like, if they had like happy hours, if they had like 12 happy hours a year, I went to one for 15 minutes. You know?
Okay.
Because everyone was probably like, why don't you ever come?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't fuck with y'all. I work with y'all. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And that might be why I don't have friends nowadays.
The only thing you do is work. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, Bees, I was talking to Grace earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And she realized what I meant by I have like one friend in Florida.
Yeah, I didn't know. Because I'm the type of person that goes out by myself all the time. And so I thought when I met Khary and he was like always going out by himself, he was like that. And, you know, you just kind of float around and you get, you know, to know people. And I figured Khary was just doing that because he'd been doing that for years and he knew all these people. And he's like, yeah, I knew them, but I never hung out with them like that. Like, I didn't like hang out and talk on the phone and stuff. And I was like, oh, so I really am your only friend. And I always told him that he was my only friend, but I didn't know that he was just like me and that neither of us had other friends. I had no idea. I actually thought he did have friends, but then I realized, damn, you're right. I've never seen you with anybody else except your friends from New York. Yeah. And that's, again, on the phone.
Yeah. I tell you, when I go out, I don't, I go out by myself pretty much, you know? Like people see me hanging out. They see me hanging by myself. If they see me with somebody, it's like, oh, he's with somebody that he knows. But I just know that person because I've seen him somewhere else before. And I just happened to bump into them here. You know, I didn't show up with this person. And that's pretty much like, I was actually talking to, we got a topic we're going to bring up one week about seeing people in places and shit like that. Because I was talking to Grace earlier. And I was like, I was thinking about doing this thing. And then, well, you know what? Matter of fact, let me light this blunt.
Change your mind there, buddy? All right.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that one day. I thought I was.
Are we finished with privilege?
I was gonna go out tonight. But how many shots have I had? How many shots have I had? What's that?
I don't think you could do the Bow Wow roll bounce thing tonight. Yo.
Nine shots. How about what's this right here? What's this?
That would be 10.
This would be 10.
Yeah.
Let's make it a nice round number.
Whatever.
Listen, he ain't going roller skating.
20 rounds.
He's not going roller skating.
Yeah, I thought about going. I can still skate.
Yeah, once you stand up, it's gonna be different.
Hey. Let's see. My headphones got stuck right there. No, my headphones, the cable got hooked on the thing over here and shit like that. So. What?
Okay. All right. So, y'all heard about Kim Kardashian? Let's talk about privilege. Let's talk about privilege in the sense of if you are a celebrity and you're white and you're pretty. Let's talk about compounding.
But she's not pretty.
Who's not pretty?
Huh?
Kim Kardashian.
Well,
She's pretty to the masses. Let's call it that. All right.
I think she's kind of pretty. I think
she has set up the face of the freaking world. All women now look like her.
Well, I'm not even sure I should say what I want to say about Kim Kardashian being pretty, but I kind of feel compelled because I've had how many shots? 10 shots. I kind of feel compelled. You know, Kim Kardashian is pretty. I tell you what, if she was giving me head and looked up at me, it would make me come quicker. You know? So I think she's pretty. You know, a person that wasn't pretty would that would not be easy to do, in my opinion.
All right.
I'm just saying.
So check it out like this. Let me give you a scenario.
That a bad analogy right there?
No, it made
good.
A good judge of character, of prettiness.
So good.
No, that is not the judge of character. Y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. You know what I meant. You know what else? Should we edit that? Should I edit that on the repost?
Hell no.
Okay.
So you pick up, say you meet Kim Kardashian one night. We just say, hey.
Okay.
And she take you back to her crib, right? Mm-hmm. So she go in the bathroom. She like, let me get comfortable. She go in the bathroom and she wash her face. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And then she come back in there. And then when you see that the chick that went in the bathroom, the chick that first went in the bathroom came out after washing her face is not the same chick, brother.
Well, I will say this. Women usually don't take off their makeup until after they fuck. You know, if y'all go out and she got makeup on, she's coming home, y'all getting it popping, and she's going to take off the makeup during her cleanup. And she's only going to take that makeup off because she's going to wake up in the morning and says, you know what? This makeup gives me a headache when I leave it on overnight and sleep in it and shit like that.
What? A headache? What are you? What kind of toxic?
What type of makeup is she using?
No, I've had women say that before, yo. I've met women that said that before, that makeup on their face.
Their makeup, not their hair?
Using that cheap shit. They didn't use their STEMI money.
No, this isn't nothing recent. This is some old shit. You know?
I was just being funny though. It just went well.
Okay. All right. So wait, what was the point of our conversation again? What were
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian, yeah. I think
we were talking about compounding privileges. And because this is the thing. So somebody in the chat said that they've never had any privilege. They're a brown-skinned man. And I feel that. I feel like the compounding negative. So what's the opposite of privilege? Whatever the opposite of privilege is what I think the darker you are in this country, that is what you end up getting. Is bad stuff happens to you. If you're not attractive, that's another privilege you just lost. Like everything, if you don't fit the standard of whatever this country says is good, every little thing about you makes you worse and worse and worse and lower and lower and lower. So if you rich, you can combat that. You know what I'm saying? If you something else, you can combat that.
So as a man, So as a man, I should be expected to be treated as like shit compared to a woman because of privilege.
Maybe. Well, yeah, technically, if you compare it to a woman, it is like being like treated like shit because you're the one who's supposed to do the stuff. You're supposed to open the doors and be her person and hold her stuff for her and make her feel like a little princess queen. That's what that's what they want.
Yeah, I tell you what, though. I tell you what.
Everybody.
I tell you what.
Like the
I don't mind doing that until they expect it.
Right.
You know?
I think you should want to do sweet stuff for people, but it is. When they start to look like you're going.
So it's like this.
I don't mind doing it until they piss me off.
So it's like this. No, even when they piss me off, I'm fine. But it's like this. If we walking, right? If we walking, la 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 la, and the door's coming, and you just stop and wait for me to open it, I'm gonna feel a little upset.
What about when you pull up somewhere in the car and then she just sits in the car and don't get out?
If she been with me before, that's cool because she's now accustomed to me saying, "Yo, chill, I'm gonna open your door." You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But sometimes a lot of times women just be like, you know what, nigga, I don't feel like waiting for you to open my door. I'm just getting out the fucking car.
Correct.
You know? It's
Correct.
like, yeah, I'm just getting out the fucking car. You know,
but you never got tired of opening doors before, Khary? You never got tired
actually,
of
no, I didn't. I did. Like, if I'm like, okay, I treat people differently. Okay? I treat people differently. If you're not like the woman for me, where I think we're gonna, like, where I'm looking at you like, you know what, I might be able to marry you one day. I'm like, I might open your door the first few times we link up, but after that, not too much. If you like the woman for me, I'm open your door every time. You know what I'm saying?
Aww.
That's this is the difference between me. But I'm not even sure how we got on this. But if you decide to open your door by yourself, I'm gonna let you do your thing. You know, if it takes me a little too long to lock my front door, I already unlocked my car door, and you kind of like just go downstairs and get in the car door, I'm not gonna be like, wait for me to come open the door. I'm gonna let you get in the fucking car. You know, I'm gonna let you get in the fucking car. You know, but for the most part, if we go somewhere, if we go somewhere, if I valet my shit, when the valet pulls up, if he don't open the door, I'm open the door. But that nigga better open the door if he want a tip.
Oh,
I'm just
valet
saying,
better open the door.
Yeah, I'm just saying he better open her door. You know what I'm saying? I can open my door, but a lot of times they open my door too. They be like, "Oh, let me get that, sir."
Yeah, no, there's two of them.
Yeah,
sometimes some of them they have two, and they'll both open.
But no. If I fuck with you like that, I'm open your door. If we just jumping off, it depends on how fast you get to the car.
That's like, if we just jumping off, that's like, yo, she's like, yo, let me get lobster. And I'm like, nah, fish sticks, please. You know?
Oh my gosh.
Yo, Wayne said, yo, Khary said, if I'm going to marry one day. Yo, I look at women in two different ways, Wayne. I look at women in two different ways. I look at them as like, I can fuck with them long term, or I'll fuck with them till they get tired of me. You know?
Till they get tired of you?
Yeah, till they get tired of me. And I say that because
that's two different Kharys.
Right. But I say that because getting tired of me is, I don't really give them a lot of energy.
Correct. Two different Kharys.
Right. Right. You know, and they be like, you know what? This dude ain't really trying to do what I want to do, so I ain't fucking with him. And I'm like, later.
Yo, I've been caught up with that type of thing.
Is that privilege? Is that privilege? I guess that's a privilege too, huh? That's the like privilege. If somebody likes, if somebody likes
that's a privilege.
If somebody likes you more than you like them, that's a privilege, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I guess you have privilege because you can get away with some stuff and probably use them if you want to. That's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible. I've never been if I felt like somebody liked me more than I like them, I tried to let them understand that. Like, you like me more than I like you, and I don't really see a lot going here. You know? Sometimes they try to convince you.
Trick you into shit.
Not trick you, but convince you like you should just continue and shit like that, you know? But I've never really been like, yeah, I should continue. So like now we on like privilege, huh? I just updated the title, by the way.
But so again, that's the point. If we think about the different privileges that people have, someone like Kim Kardashian can become a billionaire because straight up a bunch of privileges built on top of each other. And someone that's, I don't know, she's saving from being in prison wrongfully can have a bunch of privileges taken off of them, or whatever the opposite of privileges.
Right.
And we end up screwed just because of how they fit the expectations of society.
Right.
Yeah, so she used her privilege. Basically, she's using her privilege to get people out of jail. That's what you would say.
Mm-hmm. She did do that. But she also did it to become a billionaire. She did it to do whatever she wanted to do. She used everything she was, and she learned how to do it. Basically, I think once she realized that she was popular, I think she was like, oh, so I can just do whatever I want. And just as long as I angle it this way, I can make money. And she's been doing it ever since.
I wonder how I would have handled being a millionaire celebrity. I think I would have handled it good. But GMA Butterfly, I'm not sure what GMA stands for. Does it stand for
Grandma?
Good Morning America, or Grandma Butterfly, or
Butterfly,
or a good mushy ass butterfly. I don't know. But she says that's where character and integrity should kick in and not take advantage. And she's talking about somebody that likes you more than you like them. I've tried not to take advantage of that. You know, I try not to take advantage of that. And yo, you know what? Shout out to James for liking the stream. Shout out to Alicia for liking the streams. Yo, hit that like button, hit that share button. That gets people to kind of like watch the motherfucking stream. And I appreciate all y'all that's watching this evening right now. And back to our regularly scheduled program. That's like a quick commercial break right there. Oh, and yo, if you got tips or show ideas, go ahead and hit us up at Khary's Crib at gmail.com. We got the phone lines open at 813-559-3339. If you would like to call in, and give us your opinions or thoughts on anything we spoke about tonight, go ahead and do that. 813-559-3339. If you don't want to talk live on the air, when we go off the air, you can actually call, leave a voicemail. We'll get that. And if you would like to have that played back on a later episode, like next episode or something, go ahead and do that. And Jimmy Butterfly says, my oldest just told me he is expecting. I was Mama Butterfly till like yesterday. Yesterday. I said yesterday. I said yesterday. But yo, congratulations. Expecting. That's what's up. You know? Any of y'all have any of y'all ever been expecting?
No. I thought I was once, but no.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Was that a trick just to get me to see if I've been pregnant, you son of a bitch?
No, and that was not a trick. I just that was not a trick. You know what? I drank too much. I wasn't really thinking. I just thought about that real quick, just off the top of my head. So you know what? Disregard that last statement, like you're
both
on a mother.
You guys have been expecting
like you're
before.
On a motherfucking jury. I have two kids. You know, I got a story I want to tell, but I'm not going to tell it right now. I'll probably tell it in about a year or so, maybe 6 months, maybe a year. It's an interesting story. It's a fun story. It's interesting. It has like a lot of twists and turns and shit like that. I'll tell it to y'all later. Oh, it's going to be a fun story when I tell it, you know. I'm going to use like different names and aliases and shit like that. It's gonna be
a lot more than that. You're gonna have to change.
It's gonna be fun. Go ahead. You welcome, Butterfly. We'll be talking about like privilege. When people like each other, and it's different. What's the next privilege? Any other privilege? We ain't gonna talk about white privilege because everybody knows about white privilege. We spoke about light skin privilege. We spoke about pretty privilege. We spoke about like privilege, when people like people more than other people like people and things like that. What else is there? Is there
black privilege?
A black privilege?
I feel like my black privileges are I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want to say whenever, and white people are like, wise. You're so wise, brown girl.
Okay. Is there a black privilege? I don't think black privilege really helps us very much.
No, it doesn't.
You know?
It's just little shit.
Ooh, Nisha over here in the chat says a sex privilege. You know, is there a sex privilege?
Yeah.
Is there a sex privilege? Oh, is there a sex unprivileged? The opposite. Did we say something about? Is there a okay? The reason why I asked, I probably shouldn't even say this, but
you shouldn't say it. Don't do it.
There's a sex privilege. Okay, Nisha, what's a sex privilege? Give us a call, 813-559-3339. What is sex privilege? I want to give us a call and tell me what sex privilege is. I might have to adjust my, let's see. It might work properly. Actually, if you was to give me a call,
your friend said that the casting couch proves their sex privilege. Okay,
what's
I
that?
guess you're right.
What?
The casting couch, it proves that they're sex privilege.
I think, is the casting couch real?
Yes.
Is the casting couch real?
That's how Harvey Weinstein just got taken down, because he had a real live casting couch.
Ooh, Butterfly. Butterfly
hold
says
on.
sex privilege
Hold up.
because a woman can use her sexuality to get that bag.
Let me hear.
Which that is a thing. Women using their sexuality to get a bag. And not necessarily, okay, Butterfly, is that using just their sexuality? Well, okay, what is using their sexuality? Is that somebody saying, hey, look at me, I'm sexy? No, is it, look at me, I'm sexy, I know you want to fuck with me, and because you want to fuck with me, I need you to give me that bag so you can fuck with me. Is that what you mean? What is that? What's that called? Is that called sexual privilege, or is that called
What she's put in the chat? What she said?
He said someone called it exploitation.
Exploitation.
She said, and look, now someone says flirtation goes a long way in the business environment.
Flirtation goes a long way in the business environment. Well, I tell you what, I'm not really
Corporate dude?
No, I'm a corporate dude. I'm not really if we're not in the proper setting and you trying to flirt with me, I'm like, what the fuck you doing, motherfucker? Let's take this call. Area code 863. Area code 863. What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Nisha.
Nisha. Hey, yo, chat. Can y'all hear Nisha? Can y'all hear Nisha on the phone? I think so because I see it. Y'all can hear her, right?
Ain't 863 Polk County?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
She said, yeah. Yo, that yeah did not sound very like
She's not happy.
enthusiastic.
I do not rep Polk County.
They said it in here. Okay.
All right, so Nisha, you said sex privilege. What is sex privilege?
It could be a female. It could be a male. If they got good dick, you know, they get extra shit.
If they got good dick, they get extra shit.
Get away with a lot.
Okay, now
they get away with a lot. Yeah.
Now, okay. Now let me ask you this. Now, could that be a sex disprivilege as well?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So if they got good dick, you could be like, oh, I need to stay away from this motherfucker, huh?
Oh, you mean the good dick?
Oh no, I thought you meant the bad one.
Oh no, I meant the good. So you've never encountered dick good enough to make you say, I need to stop fucking with this nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, or yeah, you haven't?
Yeah, I have.
You have. Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's possible. There's very few.
What was that, Bees?
Was it the dick or did he eat a good pie?
Oh.
No, it was the dick.
It was the dick.
I remember.
Okay. She recalls that one. She was like, oh, nah, I got to stay away from this nigga.
Right.
Okay. The chat is cracking up over here.
Okay,
too.
I got a question. And if you don't want to answer, Nisha, you don't have to answer. But anybody, y'all want to answer? Anybody in the chat want to answer? Have you ever? Because we were talking about stringing someone along if they like you more than they like them, or you know what I'm saying. So if you like somebody and then y'all have sex and they think your sex, oh my, you're amazing, but their sex is terrible. Do you keep fucking with them even though you know that you could never deal with that long term? Like
no. No.
If
you get some trash shit, you just got. I got no. You got you. No more. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I did not care for this. This was whack. You know. No, thank you. I actually had some sex I've turned down before just because I was like, what is going on? No, thank you. No more of this. You know. You know. I was so upset too. I was like, yo, what is wrong with you? I'm actually looking to see if
especially when you think it's supposed to be something and it's
checking
like,
to see if any of my kids are in the room, you know? I was like, This one chick, like I was beating it. You know what I'm saying? She had her climax. She came, you know? And like right after she came, I'm still beating. And then she's like, why don't you call me more often? I was like, what?
What?
I was like, what? Are you serious? This is like stroking thing going on. And you asking me questions like this? No. And I kind of ended it. We stopped fucking with each other after that. I was like, oh, that's crazy. You're crazy.
That's like getting some head and the person thinks that they're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like boom, yo, and they, you know how, chicks look up when they giving you head and whatnot, which like she thinks she's doing her thing. Like she thinks, I'm mollywopping this. I got this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you have to make like the faces sometimes, like
oh yeah.
But it'd be like, what was that?
It's so bad.
You see,
be like, you know what? Just stop.
When I was younger, I kind of did that. As I got older, I was like, yo, this is how I need you to do. You know, if you're not doing it the way I like it, I'm gonna tell you to slow down, and let me tell you how I like you to do it. You know, and I tell you what. That turned motherfuckers on. They be liking that shit. They be liking that shit. You know what I mean? At least the motherfuckers I bumped into that I had to like instruct. They was like, "Ooh, I like how you do." Now I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? Some niggas are really probably happy because of me. You know?
Well, okay, guys. So Wayne said no teeth.
But then that makes me think about the girls that really made me happy. I'm like, yo, y'all had to learn somewhere.
Oh my gosh. Ay, coño.
Okay. I had 10 shots.
All right.
Okay. So Nisha, what's your thoughts on tonight's topic with privilege? Have you ever felt like you had privilege? Have you ever had like woman privilege or pretty privilege or I got that bomb ass pussy privilege? What type of privilege have you had?
Yeah, I did get told that.
What's that?
Okay, I did. Yeah, I got some free clothes from it.
Some free clothes? Niggas is buying you shit?
Yeah.
Niggas is buying you shit?
Did you get a pocketbook? You ever get a pocketbook?
No. Like clothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clothes.
Okay.
Niggas is buying her shit.
Bees said, did you ever get a purse? Bees want to know if you got a pocketbook. I think that means something to Bees for some reason.
Yeah, does that mean something?
A makeup bag or some shit like that?
Yeah.
5 stacks on a makeup bag. I'm thinking of like the dream song
like
right now.
Did you have like the dress pussy or did you have like the pocketbook pussy?
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Crazy.
Bees, you wild.
I'm sorry.
Nisha, you should know.
I'm sorry.
How many?
I have to keep this a little.
How many shots you had, Bees? How many shots you had?
Okay.
How many shots you had tonight? How many drinks you had? What you had to drink tonight?
I had a couple.
I feel like I had 10 shots, and I feel like I'm pretty respectful and pretty much. I feel like I could still drive.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could go drive and go skating right now. I could go skate backwards.
God.
I could be in that bitch like, boop, doop, hey.
Nisha, do you think that he should go skating tonight?
Probably not.
No. What?
No.
Oh man. Oh, did y'all notice I cut my beard off tonight? And I cut my beard off today.
You did cut your beard.
you
You
look
look
younger.
young.
I cut the beard off, you know. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be babyface. You know what I'm saying? What's the babyface song? What's the babyface song? I can't.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Whip appeal.
Whip appeal. However, whip appeal goes, sing it as I move right now. Ooh. Only song I can think of right now is Jodeci. Not even Jodeci. Casey and JoJo, Life. Life. I saw a video earlier today. That's the only, and they were singing horrible too. They were singing, that's the wild tangent. Okay, we've been talking about white privilege. Whatever. Any other privilege? Nope.
No more privilege.
Yeah.
I've been trying to talk about Kim Kardashian become a billionaire for like an hour.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian became a billionaire. She had privilege. What was Kim Kardashian's privilege? Being white, being pretty, having a sex tape with Ray J, already being part of a rich family. Her father defended OJ. What else is there?
It's a lot of privilege.
She got fake booty privilege, right?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, fake booty is definitely a privilege. Fake booty privilege, like your booty go pow. That's okay. So instead of fake booty privilege, booty pow privilege. She got the booty pow privilege, because booty pow is definitely a privilege. If I see a chick with the booty pow, I'm gonna be like, hey, let me see what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? If she ain't got,
does that privilege actually help her?
What's that?
What'd you say, Nisha?
I didn't say anything.
Well, no. Okay, the booty. Okay. The booty pow privilege is only okay, for me personally, the booty pal is only valid until I verify whether the booty is real or fake. Because if I verify that the booty is fake, the booty pal privilege goes out the window. I'm like, that booty's a little too hard. It don't move properly. It don't bounce properly. That's not the booty I like. Booty pal privilege goes out the window. If I verify that the booty's fake, I verified some fake booties before, and I was like,
Can you let Nisha go? Can you let her live?
Yo, Nisha, I appreciate you calling in. I did not realize I was keeping you on the line for so long and shit like that. I appreciate you calling in for real. She is in Pasco County. I appreciate you checking in. You have a good night too. You have a dope ass weekend.
You too. And don't go skating though.
May you get some privileged penis this weekend.
No.
Right? What?
You don't want penis?
She wants Would you not like privileged penis this weekend, Nisha?
This is why I've been quiet over here, because my mouth has and now Khary, your shots are kicked again.
No, I think most women, if most women had the choice, they would like, you know what? They would like privileged penis this weekend. Am I not correct? Yeah.
Like
see, she said, She said,
All
see. All right, yo.
But it gotta be privilege, like the good privilege.
Yeah, the good privilege, and not the I just drank a lot privilege, but the actual good privilege, Not the I had privilege, so it feels like I'm privileged, but it's just like it's sloppy, but sloppy and taking forever. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want the sloppy and taking forever. Y'all want to do a long time and lay it down every single second type of privilege. That's what y'all want. I know.
God.
Okay. All right. This probably totally got the stream demonetized, huh?
Oh, this is what it was?
Shakima says, sign me up.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well,
I appreciate you calling, Nisha. Appreciate you calling.
So, guys. Beach, you got anything?
Oh, shit. That went kind of, that went a little wild, huh?
Why y'all didn't tell me to wear a blue hat today? What the fuck, man?
I don't know. I didn't realize we was doing blue hats. I didn't realize we was all Crips tonight and shit like that. But y'all appreciate Nisha for calling in, y'all. I think we've been on privilege for a while. We've been on privilege for a minute now. Bezo's over here. What you doing? You rolling the blunt, Bees?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I had rolled up 2 prior to the show with
I had 2 rolls. I had actually 2 and a half. I was smoking one up while I was rolling up 2 of them and shit like that. Yeah. Let's jump into our next topic real quick. A black couple attack. Did we talk about this black couple attack? Yeah. Did y'all read about this? Okay.
What is
All
it?
right. The black couple attack probably sounds very vague. So there was a black woman. They had a food truck. This black man and black woman, they owned a food truck, right? They rented this spot to where they could store their food. It was like a kitchen or something like that they could store some of their food for their truck. They stopped by there one day, and the owner of the spot, the wife stopped there. The husband actually had something else he had to do, I think, with the truck or some shit.
he was cleaning the truck.
He was doing something with the truck. So the wife stopped by. She spoke with the man, and she said when she got there, the man approached her with like a All Lives Matter shirt and started talking some wild shit and things like that. And she said it made her feel very uncomfortable. So she called up her husband and said, yo, dude is acting a little wild. I'm really uncomfortable. Can you come here? You know? And being the loving husband that he is, that nigga said, boom, got there real quick. You know what I'm saying? He jumped out. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? He walked up and he got there pretty quick, she said. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I've been in a situation before like that where my ex had called me one time. She was like, yo, I'm dealing with the dude fixing my car. He's making me feel uncomfortable. Yo, I was there in like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what he's like, yo, I'm there. Yo, you feeling threatened? I'm there. I'm on point. So I understand that shit. So he showed up there. Dude was still acting a little reckless. And at some point, the dude reached behind his back and went to pull out a gun. And when he pulled out the gun, the husband grabbed that shit, held him, and pretty much they was like just like tussling for the gun. You know?
For 11 minutes.
You know, the dude told his wife, yo, call the police. She called the police. It took them 11 minutes to get there. I guess the dispatcher said, oh, it's a black woman on the phone. There's some shit going on in this place, but it don't seem very important. You know, and so they took the cops 11 minutes to get there. You know, they got there. The wife said, yo, she stopped the police at the door like, yo, we called the police. The black man is trying to prevent the white man from shooting him. Do not go in there and shoot my husband. That's what this woman pretty much said. She told the police, like, she pleaded with them, like, yo, before they even went in there, she pleaded with them, like, yo, my husband is the black man. The big black man is my husband. Don't kill him. Like, she kind of stressed that before they went in there. And I totally understand that. I totally understand that because police see a black man and a white man both holding a gun. Who they gonna think the threat is?
They don't think the black man had the gun.
Right. Exactly. You know, so I understand her mind state at that point. She stopped them. They went in there. They actually, when they went in there, they said, yo, there was no audio really, but I imagine they said, yo, drop the motherfucking gun, nigger. I'm not sure they just said nigger, but but they said drop the gun, and the white guy let go of the gun, and the black guy actually like dropped the gun to the ground. So the white guy kind of was like, oh, police, let me let go. Make them think it's a black guy. That's probably what went through his mind. I'm speculating. Allegedly, I'm speculating. But yeah, the police did actually end up entering the room and restraining the black guy and actually understanding that. I mean, restraining the white guy and understanding that the black guy is actually the victim in this situation, which I think was a good outcome for the man. You know, but that is a situation that happened this week, which was kind of wild. And they went, oh, and also afterwards, the wife of the man immediately kicked them out. They was actually renting space for like their food, for their food truck business. So they was renting space to do like preparation for their food and to store their food and stuff like that. And for some reason, this guy kind of had his racist attitude and fit for some reason. And immediately after this guy did some crazy shit, his wife was like, "Yo, y'all got to go. Y'all got to go." You know, dude had to buy like a freezer, like real quick.
Damn.
Turned out the freezer was fucked up and shit like that, so he kind of lost money and shit like that. So it's kind of a fucked up situation. Racist motherfuckers out there.
That's a damn fan for your ass, bro. Fucked up.
Mind you, his wife was pregnant and she had a miscarriage too.
Oh, she was pregnant? I didn't know that. Because
of the whole event.
Yeah, that shit can be so stressful, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't know
awful.
that. But I tell you what, though. Ooh, this is gonna sound kind of egotistical right now. But I'm kind of proud of myself for kind of remembering that story after I've had 11 shots, smoked 3 blunts, had a good night. It's been a long day, and I still. Oh shit! Yo, you know what? Let me give myself some air horns. Let me give all of us some air horns. I just wanted to make it a little fun real quick because Bees is still rolling his blunt. Yo, Bees, we got to get Bees on a schedule of rolling like 2-3 blunts before the show. That's what I do. You know?
I rolled 2. It's my 3rd.
All right, next week roll 3. So we actually are longer than we anticipated on going. Really. Let's see what else we got. I think that's everything other than this shopping lizard. Have y'all seen the shopping lizard? This is a stupid fucking story, but it's a real fucking story. There was like do you know what has happened, Bees? Do you know what has happened?
I don't remember where it happened, but it was like not a kimono dragon, but
it was a big ass lizard. Lizard climbing up the top of the shelves looking for the fucking rice. The rice was on top of the shelf. The lizard said, "Let me go up here and get this fucking rice." I'm not sure if I'm looking for rice. It climbed up to the top of the shelf, said, "Fuck all of y'all."
I was looking for a place to sleep.
And nobody wanted to motherfucking bother it. They just sat there, let the lizard climb up the shelves, knock everything off the shelf, and they just filmed it for YouTube and TikTok.
Shit, I'm not touching that dragon.
And Instagram. It was kind of big though.
That shit looked like a kimono dragon, bro.
Yeah, it was kind of big.
You know about a fucking kimono dragon?
It was kind of big.
You ain't fucking around. Them shits are stalking. They bite you and stalk you, yo.
Yeah, straight up.
Say it again.
I'll find you.
Huh?
You say it again?
They bite you, and when they bite you, they got some type of poison in their saliva.
Uh-huh.
Once that shit gets in your bloodstream, you done, fam. And then they just stalk you. They just wait for you to fucking fall out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then they tear your ass up.
Bruh.
So they bite me and then put a...
can swallow whole prey the size of a goat.
Yes.
Damn.
Oh, this is terrifying. They're huge. They're bigger than alligators, bruh. I've seen one in real life, but it wasn't as big as the ones I'm looking at now. These things are the size of deer, bruh.
So
they're the biggest reptile on the planet. Them shits stand up on their tail, like you don't understand, fam. Like they kind of do like a.
Some people in the chat are looking at me right now, and they're like, "Yo, we know exactly what's going through Khary's brain right now. We know exactly what's going through Khary's brain right now." So the next time I meet a woman that really gives me like some amazing head, she could be like my kimono dragon.
Time out, Grace. How do we get back to?
She could be my kimono dragon.
You're gonna have to deal with this yourself,
my
please.
God.
I don't know.
Oh, so the fact that we got back to this, could that be a reason why women think I only want sex? Oh my gosh, breakthrough, but not really.
Pimpin'.
No, I don't be pimping. You know, I be looking for love. But I guess I be looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in all the wrong. Oh my gosh. That's what 10 shots feels like? That's 10 shots right now?
Yeah.
Those type of songs?
Mm-hmm.
All right, but yo, let's get ready to get up out of here, yo. See, I'm glad we took the screenshot early because Great time to get up out of here. And we about to get up out of here. It's 11:14. It's longer than we expected to go and shit. But it's going to be a motherfucking dope-ass weekend. You got anything fun planned for the weekend, Bees?
Yo, listen, my weekend has been destroyed, man. I was supposed to get up with the kids. We were supposed to go do this adventure park thing and all that. And then my son is down and out. He's sick, so he's not coming. And I guess so me and my daughter now we just gonna have to get together and do something. So it's like but I had this, this big family time thing. Dad was gonna bring his kids, we were gonna do like this big family.
Got you. Dev is his brother, by the way. Dev is his brother. Yeah. All right. I'm chilling this weekend. Actually, my kids. Yeah. Kids are not like we used to be, Bees.
Oh, I know that.
Kids are not like... So, this weekend, my kids, my baby mom, I don't like calling her my baby mom, you know what I'm saying? But because we was like...
the mother
my kid's mom, my kid's mom and her boyfriend, they went out of town. Me and we co-parent, so I have my kids like, why am I holding this fucking money in my hand? Because I pulled something out of my pocket, and but we co-parent, so the kids stay with me 2 weeks out the month. They stay with her 2 weeks, me 2 weeks, blah 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 blah, back and forth, right? So this is actually the time that my kids are with their mom, right? Let me update this title too. This is actually the time my kids are with their mom. But her and her boyfriend, they went out of town. And the kids actually had the house to themselves for the weekend. And when me and you was young, your parents used to go out of town, and leave you with the crib for the weekend,
Damn, you remember they used to go away for a month?
Yeah, they used to go away for a month, and B's house was like the spot, and that's my point. Like when your parents went out of town or some shit like that, and then you had the house for a while, and it was like that's the spot, Now not necessarily my kid. My daughter's actually at her homegirl's house. She's spending that at her homegirl's house tonight, which I am going to call to verify that she's not at her boyfriend's house or anything like that. I am going to call to verify that. But my son was like, yo, Dad, my son stops at the house every day after school and waits for either his mom or his sister to come scoop him and take him home, all right? Or to his mom's house, because this is his home as well. But he has two homes. But today he was like, yo, can I just stay here for the weekend? Like he could have the whole crib to himself pretty much. And he wants to stay here for the weekend and just chill, which me, myself personally.
How old is KJ again?
KJ's 15. He's going to be 16 in a couple of months.
What? He got the whole crib to himself?
Yeah.
He didn't even try to call no buns?
Exactly. Like me at that age. Okay, I'll say like that. I'll say it like this. At that age, I really didn't have no buns lined up. But if I had the spot to myself, I'm going to try to find what I can find within that time. I'm going to try and do so. I'm trying to be unsupervised as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And but my kids, they just want to chill, even though I will be checking in on my daughter. She is 18. It's not like she's like 15, 16. She's grown. She has a job. She makes money. She has a car. But I am going to be checking in. But
ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
I'm also eating this tough ass steak over here. But yeah, So my son's actually gonna be staying with me this weekend, even though it's not my weekend. But
Hey,
I ain't got no problem with that, you know. Yeah, I didn't really have no buns lined up this weekend anyway, so he's not really cock blocking or nothing. What? Okay.
so you had some buds?
No, I didn't.
Like, yeah.
No. Okay. So for I had some buns for a while. You know, but I was actually messing with the chick for. Actually, I was the first person that met my kids. You know, so
Yeah.
I didn't really mind her coming through while the kids was here. You know, I've been dealing with off and on for a while and shit. She was wild. You know what I'm saying? But got familiar. You know. Other than that, yeah, if it was just somebody I didn't really fuck with, yeah, I wouldn't have her just come through while my son was here or my daughter was here or some shit like that. 'Cause I just don't. I'm not really like the look at all these bitches I fuck with, you know. It's more like the look at the one special person I fuck with, and that's about it, you know. GMA Butterfly says she got a 21 and an 18-year-old son and an 11-year-old girl.
Okay.
And so she got a microscope on her ass. That's what she says. So she's watching her. She's watching her. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my daughter drives and shit like that. I actually called her mom's one time, like when we first got the car. I was like, "Yo, what's your thoughts with her in the car though? For real, what's your thoughts? You know?" I was like, you know what? Because when we first met, yeah, we was the car was the hotel for a while. We was getting it popping, Nick. We was getting it popping. You know, so you know what goes down in cars at a young age. We was getting it pop. It was the car, and I ain't even have a big ass car, nigga. I had a Renault. That shit wasn't even big, you know. But I made space in that bitch, so you know. I tell you what. I probably shouldn't be saying this. My kids could actually watch. But at some point, it wasn't even just in the car, nigga. You know, it was like on the hood of the car, you know, and on the trunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I've been a lover's lane.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That shit was cool though. That shit was cool though. I need to do some more shit like that. But never mind. What's that? What we talking about now? We getting ready to get up out of here, right? It's 11. It's 11:22. We've been on. I did not. We supposed to be on here till like 10:30 tonight. We on here fucking whole hour and a half, hour later and shit like that. You know, it's because all those shots you had, Bees. You gotta stop taking all those shots like that.
Oh shit.
All right, let's get ready to get up out of here, man. We gonna be back on Tuesday night. We had a fun show. What the fuck was that? We had an informative. I'm not even sure if y'all heard that. We had an informative show tonight, yo. Rest in peace to DMX. Yo, fucking legend. The GOAT. The great. Dark Man X. Rest in peace, brother, man. That man been in my life for 30 years. I appreciate everything he did, yo. Appreciate all the music he put out. All the insights he gave, all his prayers that he gave to probably hundreds of people in the world, you know what I mean? And I think DMX was really anointed, yo. You know, so with that said, we will be back on Tuesday. May your weekend be great. Do your best to stay sucker free. And keep a smile on your face, baby. We out. I think the music is going.
No.
Yeah. That was a good show, though.
Yeah.
R.I.P. DMX. Legend. Always. They can still hear us on the stream too, Bees. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that share. You know, I think I'm done taking these shots for the night.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for typing in on the prompt.
Word, for real. was a fun show, man. Rest in peace, DMX, one of my favorite rappers. Definitely in my top 5, yo. Definitely in my top 5. This death actually made me shed tears, yo. I actually shed tears for DMX, man.
He said, look at Shorty in the casket laying stiff, eyes closed, niggas walking past the casket like, woo, look at Shorty, nice pose.
That was that nigga, man.
That was that dude.
Word.
He had some music, yo.
He did.
There's so much music today that
Kimmy Cat said this was a great show. Appreciate you. We're gonna try to keep it better and make it better and better. What's that, B?
yeah, thank you.
You are now tuned into Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib.